How's it going, guys? And welcome back to another episode of our NHL 25 Be a Pro series with our goaltender, Dale Adams. Now, before we jump into this episode here, we will be going through the trade deadline in this episode. But before we jump in here, I just got to say congratulations to Canada. They have just won the Four Nations Face-Off tournament, and that, as an American, it is tough to see. It sucks to see your country lose. But you know what? This was such a beautiful tournament. It was such a nice thing to watch. It was just so fun. Every game, it didn't feel like it was just an all-star break. It felt like players actually cared. And, that's been something missing for a while during this break in the past few seasons. It just felt like, oh, we're just here because we have to be. And this year it was just so refreshing. That's all I can really say. So even though my country lost, they definitely put up a big effort. You can't fault Connor Hellebuck. You can't fault the team. At the end of the day, the better team did win, and that was Canada. So congratulations to any of my fellow Canadians. I say fellow as if I'm Canadian. I'm not. Any of my Canadian viewers, congratulations to you all, and hopefully you live it up. And it's definitely well deserved. Jordan Binnington, I personally didn't have any doubts that he'd play well. I felt like he would play decent. So anybody who dissed on Jordan Binnington, you better thank your lucky stars that he showed up. But yeah, so just wanted to do a quick congratulations to Canada and any of my, I almost said fellow again, any of my Canadian viewers. That was just a great game. It was a great little tournament for hockey fans in general. And I definitely can't wait for more tournaments like that. Can't wait for the Olympics. I just get rid of the All-Star weekend, never do it again. Maybe once every few years, but not every year ever again, because this tournament was such a nice breath of fresh air. I did look at the lines, and I'm pretty sure we are missing Crosby. Yes, indeed we are. We did get Carlson back, so that's a plus, but our captain, Sidney Crosby's out for who knows how long, and Chris Letang has been out for like the entire season, it feels like. So, these are two big losses, two of our better players, one of our literal best, and then one of our best defensemen is out. So it's going to be a struggle for a little bit till we get them back, if we get them back. But yeah, I've been rambling on now for almost 5 minutes. I do apologize. I do have timestamps always in my videos for anybody who just wants to skip to the action and not listen to me drivel on. But anyway, now that I'm done with all of that, we will jump into this third period here. All good things pending. We might get absolutely blown out and not play this one, but let's hope we can actually jump in here. So first period against the Devils, 1-1 tie. Okay, Malkin on the power play and then Schmaltzy on the power play. Okay, even. Second period. Okay, so Carlson gives us the lead initially, but then Bjorkstrand and Nemec give the Devils a 1-goal lead. So another game where we give up 3. I really wish we'd stop doing that. I would think at 82 overall, we'd be able to stop the pucks a little bit better in the sim, but we got the third period yet. We could tie it up and take the lead. Hopefully we can, but we got to jump in first to find out. All right, so start our third period here in the Prudential Center. We got probably my favorite New Jersey Devil unis on. I just love the black and red. Black and red is always such a good combo. Deflected over into the corner. But yeah, we got a little mountain to climb here in this one. We're down by 1. Carlson and Malkin, the only goal scorers for us here in Pittsburgh. But if we lose, we lose. No big deal. Just hope we can make some saves in between now and the end of the game, obviously. Because we're working to build up our save percentage up over a 900. Yeah, we're going to do a 2-gamer in this one just because I am recording this very late. I did not have time right after work. I had some errands I had to get done. And then by the time I was done with that, it was the USA and Canada game. And obviously I wanted to watch that. And it just ended like maybe a half hour ago. So I had to get everything set up for the video. And for anybody who is tired of the Dale Adams series, which I don't think many of you guys are, because you guys are still showing the videos some love, which I greatly appreciate. But for anybody who's wanting a break from the Dale Adams series, next week I do plan on putting up an episode of Assassin's Creed and an episode of Red Dead Redemption. I feel like it's been enough time since the last AC2 video, and I really just want to get another episode of Red Dead Redemption out. And it'd be nice to put up a different set of videos other than just Dale Adams all the time. And honestly, speaking on NHL, I think I might be done with the Everett Scott series just because, yeah, it's fun to be a skater because you can control the narrative a lot more. You don't have to rely strictly on your AI teammates, but it's just, I don't know, playing as goalie is just so much more fun. Like, yeah, there's a lot of annoying things that happen, and it's a constant struggle trying to figure out how to get your AI opponents to play better, and what difficulties do I need to bump the difficulty down? Do I need to bump it up? What sliders do I need to change? All that stuff. But honestly, just playing as goalie, it feels more rewarding. Like, it feels like when you play good or when you play well, it's rewarding, and when you play bad, like, it actually, there's like a weight to it. It's not like, oh, well, this is just a bad game. In the next game, I'll score like 6 goals and then I'll go on a tear again, you know? Like, it actually feels like you can go on a losing streak and you can go on a hot streak, you know? I feel like it's, since you have to rely on the AI, it makes it, I don't know, more interesting. I don't know if any of that made sense, but whoa, interesting there. Jack Hughes should have had a goal there. It just went off the post. But yeah, in between the last episode and this one, we did get another 1 or 2 shutouts. So we are at 6 now, I believe. And we needed 5 and a 900 something save percentage to unlock the Contortionist and Instincts X Factor abilities, and we have unlocked those. I don't use the Instincts one because it wants me to use this, and I honestly always forget that that thing exists. And Contortionist, it's when you do the spread V against momentum or something like that. I don't remember how it's worded, but I don't really ever do that either. So those are kind of non-essential for me. The one I'm trying to get, I need to get more opportunities to build up my teammate grades. But the light work one, that one is one I could desperately use because it's you make better saves off of wrist shots. That one's all me. I was I was tracking the puck well there, and then I stayed with him, and then I just gave him that half of the net by sliding over to my right because I thought he was going to go back to the right. But it is what it is. That is one thing. I appreciate that they added in these shots of like the coach being frustrated or whatever, but the fact that you have to sit there and just stare at it is annoying. It's like they add in something that's beneficial, but then they have to ruin it by not making it skippable. It's like that's the last thing I want to see is my coach being annoyed. It's like, yeah, it's fine. It's a cool addition the first few times you see it, but then eventually it's just like, okay, now I want to skip this. But of course you can't. Because EA wants you to be like, oh, we added in something new, see? Okay, I had no idea what to do there because I was afraid if I kept moving back, my dude would just kick it in. So I was just like, oh, I'm just going to stay here. I'm going to hold triangle. He's not covering the puck, but nobody's touching it. So they'll blow the whistle eventually. Thankfully, they did. I mean, at this point, we're not going to win this game. There's no way. I just really hope that we don't have Crosby out for a long time. Otherwise, we might absolutely tank the second half of the season here. Or whatever's remaining. We're already past the halfway point. Rust had a good chance there. Ingram with a good glove save. It's weird seeing Ingram on the Devils. But yeah, I'm really hoping Crosby comes back soon because you can definitely tell we play a lot better when he's on the team. But I do think we're at a pretty good spot in the standings, if I remember correct. I think we're like third in our division. But we got Brian Rust skating in. Back to Nyquist shot. Couldn't get it through traffic. He sure will come away with it. Let's hope we can make a couple more saves before the end of the game. We're at a 22 save effort here, so definitely probably not a 900. I can't do quick math. Coach is pulling me. Get off the ice before they score. Oh, they missed. Okay, passed over to Raquel. Spins around. Passed in front. Malkin with a beautiful green one-timer blast. Couldn't get it to go in. Chance for Malkin. Backhand, and he scores. His second goal of the game. Down by 1. But the unfortunate thing is the coach will not pull me. If he pulls me, I'll be very surprised. Because for some reason in this game, if you are lucky enough to get pulled and your team scores, you're not getting pulled again. Or if they score on the empty net, you're not getting pulled again. They pull you once, and then they're like, oh, that's good enough. We're still down by 1. Doesn't matter. Now watch, I'll get pulled and look like an idiot, but I doubt it. Go back to Marino. Shot. Poke checked away by Ingram. We keep it in, though. Grizzlick slapper. Hughes pinned. Tried to kick it back to Pesci. He gets it. Picked up by Raquel. Back to the point. Grizzlick to Marino. Slapper from Marino. Can't squeeze through. Malkin with a quick shot. It trickles in. And it's tied up. Karpatsev. Sorry if I just absolutely peaked the mic, but I honestly was ready to move on to the next game. I thought this one was done. Malkin had a quick chance or a close chance there in front. Just couldn't get it. Gets back to Karpatsev. He shoots it, and it's a little trickler that just trickles in. Deflected off a stick, and then off the glove, bounces off the forearm, and just rolls in. That's just unfortunate puck luck there on Ingram. We know what that's like. We've been there, done that. But ladies and gentlemen, we are all tied up here in the very late stages of the third period. Now imagine if we get another goal, end this in regulation, take the 2 points. That is crazy. I guess that goes to show not to count out my team, I guess. We still got like 20 seconds. Now we can't immediately give up the go-ahead goal after our boys tied it up for us. We have to at least go to overtime. Because I've done that before too, where my teammates tied it up very late and then I immediately give up a goal. Good interception by Malkin. He will skate it out. And we will go to OT in a game that I thought was done and dusted after that Stefan Nosen goal. All right, let's just keep it rolling. Get into OT. 3-on-3 OT. No Crosby. But we got Malkin. He's on a tear. Face-off win for the boy. Stayed with Bratt there. Up to Raquel. He's got some room. Hughes is right on his keister, though. Raquel to Carlson. Shot gloved by Ingram. Beauty save there from the former Utah Tendy. Okay. All right, Malkin. Gotta win another face-off here, bud. There you go. Carlson, quick shot. Another beauty glove by Ingram. He will freeze it again. Okay. Just got to reset again. Carlson's had 2 good chances back-to-back there. Ingram's just been a wizard with that glove. This time Malkin cannot win that face-off. Here comes Bratt. Another good save on him. Hamilton to Hughes. Hughes keeps it in. Tried to get it through. Carlson with a good takeaway. He shakes free. Little one-on-one. Raquel's there. Raquel, quick shot. Good save by Ingram. Hughes pushed off the puck by Raquel. Little 2-on-1 here. Good poke check there from Carlson. Bratt will still come away with it, though. Carlson up to Rust. Malkin now. Malkin, couple dekes. Passed over to Carlson. Back to Rust. Shot blockered away by Ingram. Malkin holds on to it. Full pressure. Quick tuck in front. No dice. Poke checked by Ingram. Back to Malkin. We got full pressure. Rust. Spins. Over to Marino. Marino hit off the puck. Malkin could not get it. Or Rust, excuse me. Rust. Back to the point to Malkin. Malkin. Oh, it goes out. Tried to back pass to Marino. Marino couldn't keep it in. 30 seconds here in OT. Joe Pesci picks up the puck. Looking to break it out to Heischer. Heischer will indeed break it out. Over to Joe Pesci. Slapper from Joe Pesci. And I stayed in the butterfly. My defenseman had a beautiful shot block in front. And for some reason I was like, no, I'm going to stay in the butterfly. And could not move over in time. And we lose an OT. But hey, we still get a point out of it. The boys had a beautiful attempt at a comeback, and I just screwed the pooch for them. Unfortunate, but hey, if we weren't going to win in overtime, I'm 99% confident we weren't going to win in the shootout, even if I managed to save absolutely almost every shot. I do not trust my AI teammates in the shootout to actually score. So I'd rather lose an OT than go to a shootout. But anyway, we're going to go back to the main menu and see if there's any significant roster changes since our next game is on the trade deadline. All right, folks, so we did have trade. Okay, here we go. Penguins trade alert. The Anaheim Ducks trade Troy Terry to the Pittsburgh Penguins in exchange for a 2028 second-round pick and H. Branicki. Well, he was on our scratched list, so that doesn't matter. But hey, we got a former teammate on our team now. Troy Terry is now on our team. There's the boy. Oh, we got Matt Zuccarello, too, from the looks of it. So, yeah, Troy Terry, former teammate with me in Anaheim. He's been traded. Honestly, dude, he's having a good season. 16 goals, 33 assists, 49 points. Zuccarello, I think he's got to be new. Yeah, we got him from CBJ. So, yeah, it looked like his contract expired with Minnesota. Went to Columbus, and they traded him. So, I mean, he's got to be on, like, his final year, right? Yeah. So, I assume after this season, I wouldn't think we'd re-sign him, especially 39 years old, getting $8.42 million. That's kind of way too much. What kind of numbers? I was looking at his stats and didn't even look. -11, but that might just be because Columbus is bad, assuming that they're bad. 37 points. I mean, he's on our first line, though, which kind of worries me. But maybe with Malkin and Raquel, he can get those numbers up a little bit. We picked up Zuccarello and Troy Terry in the trade deadline. I'm definitely excited about the Troy Terry acquisition. I do think he is a good player. He's still got plenty of career left in him, only at 29. He's got 4 years left, 3 after this season, so hopefully we can keep him around for the long haul, assuming we stay on Pittsburgh after this year, because we are on an expiring deal. But But yeah, 16 goals, 33 assists. Not too shabby. He was probably on like the first or second line in Anaheim. So, very, very good. But we do have a game yet to play. The 22nd placed New York Rangers, 28, 28, and 6. We are the 7th placed team in the league. We are 35, 22, and 5. Let's hope we can have a better game than we did in the Devils game. So we're going to sim to the third period here. We are in New York. So first period in MSG. 1-1 tie. Adam Fox, Troy Terry gets his first goal as a Pittsburgh Penguin. Second period. Again, 3-2 going into it. Adrian Kempe on the New York Rangers. Okay, interesting. So yeah, we're going into another third period down by 1. Exact same situation as the Devils game. Let's hope this time we can actually win. All right, folks, so we are rocking some Stadium Series jerseys here in MSG. Oh, immediately going to the bench. Try interference. Malkin with a green one-timer blast. I just got to the bench. Yeah, interference on Mika Zibanejad. Obviously, we know Artemi Panarin is no longer on the Rangers. He is back in Chicago, which in real life, I would absolutely love it. Would he ever go back there? Probably not in the current state they are in, but I would still love it. JT Miller. I assume that's JT Miller, which is surprising because I'm pretty sure I started this series well before that JT Miller trade. So maybe he just ironically worked his way over there naturally in the EA trade logic. But we do have power play time. Maybe we can tie it up here. I did hear that the NHL is considering going back to white jerseys for home games and colored jerseys for away, like they used to do. And I don't know if I like that. It feels weird when teams do that. Oh, I probably could have got a goalie goal there. I just didn't shoot it quick enough. But we'll fight Shesty. Come on, Shesty. Come on, sit down. There you go. Hopefully we gave him a black eye so he can't see. So I probably could have got a goalie goal there, tied it up myself, but just didn't shoot it quick enough. The Rangers player backed off of me. He's like, okay, you go for it. But unfortunately, I screwed the pooch. Troy Terry. And Troy Terry gets his second goal of the game. I'm already loving the acquisition. His first game. Exactly, Cheryl. His first game with the Pittsburgh Penguins already has 2 goals. He's absolutely going off. And I love it. Maybe it's because he's back playing with me. Maybe I was just the missing piece. Maybe he was just like, you know what? I want to go play with my boy Dale Adams. And it's paid off in spades. And we traded them a 2028 second round pick, I think it said, and a scratch player that we weren't using. Okay. See you later, you know? I definitely don't mind these jerseys for the Rangers either. I like the NYR on the front. Oh, they drew another penalty. That's probably not what the coach had on the whiteboard there. Get out of the way, ref. Skated right through him. Interference again. Capo Caco. So yeah, that was definitely before the JT Miller trade because Capo Caco would not have been on the Rangers. I honestly am really digging these Pittsburgh jerseys. I was looking at them in the menu and I was like, I don't know about these. But honestly, they're pretty sick. Just all blacked out jerseys. There's just something about blackout jerseys that just look so good. And unfortunately, I could never like wear one like in my house because I have a white-haired dog and a cat with white hair. So even though I groom them um to like help not have them shed so bad, they still do. So no matter what, they're constantly just white hair on all my clothes, and it's like, cool. Didn't wanna wear this anyway, you know. Anyway, you guys don't care about that. I'm just rambling, dude. I'm in a good mood from watching that Four Nations game between US and Canada. I'm in a good mood. I'm excited. Unfortunately, now it's back to watching the Blackhawks play like absolute butt cheeks again for the next couple weeks till the season's over, and then I can watch good teams play. I mean, I can watch good teams play now, but I think you guys know what I mean. But hopefully Chicago figures something out. I'm starting to lose faith in Kyle Davidson. I'm starting to think he doesn't really know what he's doing as a GM. I mean, I had my doubts. I haven't really had faith in the upper management of Chicago since I heard about their behind-the-scenes scandals from their Stanley Cup winning days, even though I know the pretty much all the upper management and like all the players from that time are gone now, but still, it's just kind of hard to trust. It's like they got to earn my trust back in a way, because it's just hard to like be like, oh, it's my favorite team. They did something horrible to a guy. I'm just gonna forget. I'm just gonna forget about it. It's like, no, they might be my favorite team, but I can still be critical of what they did, and I can judge them for it because they deserve to be judged. Anyway, we don't need to talk about that. I don't like talking about serious issues like that on the channel. I just want people to watch this, kick back, and play a game with this on the side or listen to this while they're doing something else, you know. I don't need them to be reminded of terrible things. Apparently I have a frog in my throat too. I feel like I've been clearing my throat this entire video, so I apologize for that. Okay, gloved it. Toss out. I might have to start using these jerseys more, man. I'm really loving them. They look so good. These jerseys, the Toronto Maple Leaf blackout jerseys with the dark blue, and then obviously the Dallas Stars neon green jerseys. I still think Toronto's blackout jerseys are probably my favorites just because the black and the dark blue just look so good together. But honestly, the all gold Penguins crest logo, it's so clean. You might disagree, but... And I'm not a big fan of the Penguins at all. Like, I don't root for them. I don't think I've ever rooted for the Penguins to win in a situation. I think I've always rooted against them. But, I gotta be truthful. These jerseys are pretty dope. Oh, he's wearing a cage. Interesting. All right, let's see if Malkin can win this. No, we can. I mean, kind of. A Penguins player did get the puck first. Gloved it. Toss out. Oh, interesting pass behind the net there. Got a blocker on it. Connor passed up to Zuccarello. Also a new player on the team. Malkin can't get the shot off. O'Connor tried to get to it. Could not get to it. Another blocker. Okay, up to Lawton. He dumps it down. 7 minutes here in the third period. Tied at 3 thanks to our boy Troy Terry. New acquisition. Okay, good save over into the corner. Oh, big hit. Big hit on Kempe. And for some reason, every time I see Zuccarello's name, for some reason, I think of Mika Zibanejad, and I have no idea why. Like, there's always a brief moment where I'm like, wait, why is Zuccarello on this team when he should be on the Rangers? You know, I don't get why, because I think it's honestly just because they both start with a Z. So I see a Z name and I'm like, oh, Zibanejad or Zuccarello. That didn't make any sense, but I know what I meant. Hopefully it came across, but if not, whatever. I'm not worried about it. I'm just yapping. That's what I tend to do, just yap. But you guys seem to enjoy it. Speaking of that, last time I looked, we are at 795 subscribers. So we are inching ever so closer to 800 subs. And I've said this before, I know 800 is not a very significant number in the whole YouTube world, when there's people with literally 100 million subscribers and all that nonsense. But 800, that is 799 more than I ever thought I would get. So I appreciate each and every one of you who have decided to hit that sub button. And hopefully, if you have not hit that sub button yet, you have decided to. Hopefully you decide to stick around. I'd love to have you here. We got lots more content coming in the future. In a couple weeks, we got WWE 2K25 content. Then not too long after that, we have MLB The Show content. And we'll still be rocking out the NHL content as well. And also, we will have some story-based content as well. So we're not gonna be hurting for content, that's for sure. But if you are new here, the story-based content on my channel is more sporadic than like the sports content will be. The sports content on this channel will always be the primary focus. And then when I feel like recording like Red Dead Redemption or Assassin's Creed 2 or whatever other story games I do, I will record them, and then when they're edited and uploaded, then I will upload them. So I tend to upload on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but if there's like a story-based game that I have ready to go and it's like a Saturday, I might wait to upload it till the next Monday, or I might just say, hey, I'm going to upload this now. If you want to watch it, there's an extra video for you this week. It's kind of just when it's done, I'll upload it, you know, just when it's done, it's done. But the main focus, like I said, will always be the sports content first and foremost, because that is what a majority of you guys have subbed to my channel for. But another OT game here. Hopefully this time we can actually get the win. We are all tied up thanks to Troy Terry. Gonna head right into overtime here. Okay, we won the face-off, but Connor got it. Hey, Malkin. Little 2-on-1 here. Zibanejad slowed up for some reason. Uh-oh. Kyle Connor. Oh, interesting. Kyle Connor is on the Rangers now. And overtime loss again. That one though, I'm not mad at myself for, because I stayed right in front of him. Like, I stayed dead to nuts in front of Kyle Connor there, and he just sniped it on me. Not much you can do on that one. But unfortunately, folks, we do lose both games in overtime. Troy Terry's first game as a Penguin, his 2-goal performance will go spoiled, but it is what it is. I still think we had a good save percentage. Yeah, 900 right on the dot there. So honestly, not too bad. Unfortunately, we didn't get a win in this episode, but hey, that's okay. Yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here. This video has gone on long enough. I'm not going to ramble in my outros. I'm just going to get it done. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did and have not done so already, make sure to hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that bell to turn on all notifications so you never miss a future one of my videos. Be on the lookout for some more great content next week. Thank you all so much for watching. Congratulations once again to Canada on winning the Four Nations tournament. Definitely well deserved. And yeah, thank you once again so much for watching. And until next time, take care.